What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be Pursuit of Profits episode 3, and we'll be doing backtesting again. Now, I've already done a week of backtesting. So the first video we did a week, I did a week not on video, and that week was great. 2 wins, 1 break even. So far we're at 3 wins, 3 break even trades, no losses yet. And so it's been pretty good. So far. Like I said, this is January of 2020. So we'll be doing one more week, 5 trading days of backtesting, and just continue it from there. Anyways, guys, I just want to jump straight into this video. I don't want to keep it too long, so I'm just going to jump right into it. So basically, we're on Monday, January 20th. I take a look at the news. We can see we have no news Monday. So this day, we're gonna trade it, and we're going to trade no news. We're going to trade almost every single day as of backtesting. I don't normally trade no news Mondays, but we'll do it just for the backtesting's sake. So on the daily, obviously we're bullish. We've been just pushing up. We have this daily fair value gap that's all the way down here. We could potentially want to trade down to then continue the move to the upside. Coming down to the 4-hour time frame, so we have that unfilled daily fair value gap. You can see we tapped this 4-hour and then continued. We do have this 4-hour here. Ideally, I'd like to see if this 4-hour respects or disrespects, because if it respects and holds, then I'm probably going to continue staying bullish. If it breaks, we're going to clearly reach down towards this low. Same thing here, we did just break this, so chances are we are probably going to be looking for more of a downside movement for today. Tapping into this 1 hour, disrespecting this 1 hour, pushing lower, probably down to these lows here. We did respect this 1 hour fair value gap here, but you do got to keep in mind that we do have an unfilled daily, so that's a big thing that I have. That's a big draw in my opinion. And I do think price will come down to that draw. So to be completely honest, if I was to trade, I'd probably look for shorts. I would like to honestly wait a little bit longer unless we get a clean setup before. But I'd like to see us if we disrespect this 4-hour or respect it, because that will kind of keep my bias. And I did not mean to do that shit. Okay, are we at 7? Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're at 7 o'clock now. Not a big deal. We're respecting the 4-hour fair value gap. I don't know. I still honestly want to be bearish, but it's hard to be bearish when we're respecting that 4-hour. So I want to see how this 15-minute holds. It's gonna tell me. I know I'm all over the place with these fair value gaps right now, but I want to see that daily fair value gap be hit. I do think that's the higher time frame draw on liquidity. It's just a matter of when are we going to hit that. So what I'm going to do is just drop down to a 15 and see. I mean, this is an unfilled 15. This actually could be really clean for a short. Unfilled 15 with relative equal lows, sweeping out the liquidity above, tapping into that. Tapping into the 1 hour for value gap. Is there anything at all? No entries. This is just disgusting. It's actually just disgusting. I wouldn't take this because of price actions. This is really gross. Chances of it working out works out very well. I wouldn't have taken that because I don't know. That's just disgusting. Probably would have taken this trade. Would have been no. I wouldn't have even traded. I'm gonna get off the higher time frame. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, see what happens here. Okay, so we disrespect. Oh, so technically we respected this. Okay, there we go. I know. So respecting the 4-hour, respecting this 15, sweep of this low, it's respecting this. On the 5 minute, we have this 5 minute fair value gap is the only thing I'd want to see. Probably the only thing I'd want to see get disrespected right now. Okay, so we disrespect it. We're 5 minute down here. If we can pull back into this 5 minute, I'd be open to taking a trade, but we are way past our time. Okay, well, day number 1, no trade. There was probably a trade opportunity. I just probably rushed it, but no trade. Tuesday, January 21st, and that's my Tuesday, January 21st, 2020. We'll go drawings, and let's take a look here. So looking at the daily, what did I say? Trade down to the daily fair value gap. I'm respecting that. Obvious draw is higher. 4 hour time frame. We are in this 4 hour fair value gap. To be honest, I would really like to see that get disrespected. I do believe it will get disrespected. And then we have this high, this high. So I do believe this is going to get disrespected. Obviously, it could hold, but I do believe it will get disrespected. Come down to an hourly, literally same thing. We have this 1 hour unfilled fair value gap here that we could come back down to. 15 minute time frame, same thing, disrespecting everything. I would ideally like to see, I kind of want to wait for the 7 o'clock. What's the news look like? This is Tuesday, so we have no news. No news Tuesday. It could be a slower day. Yeah, I don't know. Right now it's bearish down to this 1 hour. Right now I'm bearish down to the 1 hour. Then we got this unfilled here, which is a very tiny one. Probably gonna get this unfilled. Let's see if we get it right there. Yeah, we've got now an unfilled here. The time we're at 6:45. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go until the 1 hour closes. I need to see this close. I need to see if we disrespect it or respect it. I just won't. Okay, so disrespected it. Disrespect, perfect. Bullish, guys. So we're bullish. I'm no longer bearish. I'm going to be looking for these highs to be taken. We're just going to look for a fair value gap to react off of and then go from there. So what I want to see is just us trade down to this fair value gap, basically. You could easily, definitely take a short to this fair value gap. We also have an unfilled 5 sitting right above here. Like this is a trade opportunity you could take. I honestly would debate it if we can get a nice clean setup, which we don't really have anything at the moment. So it just really depends. So retap into the fair value gap. Probably going to open up a 3 minute, which we just did. I'm bullish, but in order for me to be fully bullish, I need us to come lower because there's no way I'm taking a short to the. There's no way. Or sorry, there's no way I'm taking a long while we're this high in premium. Boom. Inverse of the 3 minute, definitely a willing trade to take. I just want to make sure that we don't have anything on the 5 minute. The only issue is I only have the 3 minute and the 1 minute, so I can't tell if we are going to. I can't tell if there's like a 2 minute. I can't tell if there's a 4 minute. So we're just gonna take a stab at this, see how it goes. All right, yeah, at break even right now, and we got stopped out at break even. Let's see what the trade likes to do in 10 minutes. Yeah, so the long positions were the play. Definitely were the play. We didn't reach down to the 15, but we came down to this 5 minute and inversed the 5 minute here. Came back to another 5 minute, and then you could have traded You know, after it comes back down, inverse is boom, would have been stopped up. But break even trade. So Tuesday is another break even. All right, January 22nd. Still bullish on the daily. Tapped in this 4 hour. Clearly, we're respecting it for now. Come to the 1 hour, we have this giant fair value gap. Just disrespected this fair value gap here, so we can anticipate that we're probably going to trade to this low here. Now this is where you kind of look at the 15. So we have an unfilled 15 above here. I'd like to see us probably, if I was to take a long, I'd like to see us trade to this low, because we don't have anything to react off really in here. Unless there's like a 5 minute. We got lots of relative equal lows, so I do believe that the draw is going to be lower. We have taken this out. I do, in order for me to take a trade lower, I'd want to see a respect off of this 15 or take out these relative equal highs. If I am going to take a long, I would probably like to see us come lower, tap into the 4 hour a little bit more. I mean, we are in the 4 hour, but tap this low and then trade to that high, just because it would make more sense in my opinion. What time is it? 6. So I want to get us to 6:30 here. 6:30. There we go. So now we're at 6:30, coming down, sweeping out the low. Hopefully, we don't just leave relative. I mean, if we leave relative equal lows, okay, no, perfect. We swept the low. We have an unfilled, couple unfilled 15s above. Right there. It slightly got tapped. So we have an unfilled 15. No hourly. Dang, I probably missed out on it, because we have this unfilled 5. That's not an unfilled 5, no. I probably missed it on the 1 minute here. Yeah. You guys are not going to be, you guys are going to tell me this is hindsight, but literally I just explained that this is exactly what I wanted to. I just skipped too far ahead, because I would have taken this trade, I would have taken it off of right here. Stop there. Stop a break even at the highs, obviously, and then you're targeting. I don't know, with this trade I probably would have done a shallower stop. 1 to 2 up there, but for the sake, because I'm not, for the sake of me being like, oh, kind of hindsight, I'm just going to take it. This trade I would have taken, and so we'd be at break even, and take profit 2 gets hit. And I'll explain to you, like I just told you, I want to see this low get hit, and then we fill the unfilled 15, right? So what happens, we take this low out, we're in a 4 hour fair value gap, we're in a 15-minute fair value gap here. We come on down here, we have that unfilled 15 above, and we just we push through and inverse this 1 minute. And that's my entry model. I just take that. Boom. Look at it. So I would have taken this trade 9 times out of 10. And that's why I know it seemed like it was hindsight, because of like the video. I always skip ahead so quick when it comes to back testing. I just try and get it done. But you guys want to call whatever, I'm counting that, because I would have taken that in live markets 100%. Alrighty. Oh damn, it skipped way too far ahead. Anyways, so coming to the 4 hour time frame, daily time frame, we are still bullish. Obviously, we're probably going to be bullish for a while, respecting the daily fair value gap there. On the 4 hour though, we're bearish, because we disrespected this fair value gap. And we have pretty much, I'm going to count these as relative equal lows to this. I want to see us get something in here, trade to this, and then maybe push higher or take out these lows. That's what I'd like to see. We do have these like relative equal highs a little bit above with a 1 hour. If we can get more price action, or even like a 15. Or even get like a 15. Even a 5-minute would be clean. Like, I don't know. I want to see the reaction off this 5 here. Because I definitely think that these lows are going to be the take. These lows are getting taken. So we do have this 5-minute fair value gap right here that we could easily respect. I know this is a pretty early jump in trade. Right there, boom. Could have taken this. No, never mind. Could not have taken that. I lie. I like to lie. I want to see more PA before we do anything. At this rate, I want to wait for this 5 minutes, see if it gets respected. And it does. 3-minute has now opened. I'd be open to taking this 3-minute inversion fair value gap if we get it, which we do not. 5-minute opens, we're still respecting. Now we disrespected it, so I'm no longer looking for those lows to be seeked yet. I want to see these highs be taken first now. Before we go for anything, I want to see these highs be taken first. So this can get deleted. We have a 5-minute fair value gap right here. We have a 5-minute fair value gap right here. And I want to see us trade above these highs. Perfect. So highs have now been hit. And, I mean, depending on who you are, you could have taken this inverse fair value gap right here. That would have actually been a very clean trade. That was a very, very clean draw on liquidity. You would have taken this right here. Stop at the low, or whichever low you feel comfortable taking, and then take profit to up to there. Let's see if it hits. Probably doesn't, but I don't know. That would have been a clean trade setup you could have taken. I personally want to see these shorts be played out, so I'm gonna wait. Maybe we can get an unfilled 5. No unfilled 5, but we get a 5-minute. Relative equal lows. If we can come back up and retap, what are we at here? 750. We're in the macro. If we can come back up. No. That plays out. I wouldn't have taken this trade only because look at how, like, there's no reason to take this. I have a feeling it'll probably, I don't know. I have a feeling it probably will play out. The best trade, in my opinion, you could have taken up, and it would have topped you out at break even at least. Best trade I think to be taken was this trade from this 5-minute here. I just didn't like how high it was in premium. I would have rather seen us sweep the high and then inverse a fair value gap, take out the low, and so forth. But nothing super clean. I didn't really want to. Yeah, nothing super clean. Didn't really want to trade that. Move to the next day. All right, so on the 4-hour time frame, so we're clearly just bullish. Like, we're just ripping higher. We're clearly bullish. We got this 4-hour unfilled. We have this 4-hour unfilled. We have this hourly filled, which is I'd rather see this be disrespected before we trade down to these lows. If I'm to trade, I would definitely want to see these highs be, yeah, these highs look clean. This all looks pretty clean, actually. I'd like to see maybe a sweep of the low, unless we disrespect, where are we at for time-wise? Now we're at 630K. So, big wick, really like big wick. I like the big wicks. I like the big wicks. We have no unfilled, which is keeping me a little bit, like, iffy, but... And I don't see anything on the 1 minute. It's nothing super clean quite yet. Let's see if we disrespect this on the 1 hour. or the 15, sorry. Doesn't look like it. 5 minute doesn't look too bad. That looks decent. I don't, this would be like the trade, I mean, with the relative equal highs above. Let's see if we can disrespect it. We'll keep respecting. We haven't quite inversed it yet. Are we at 7 yet? Yeah. So 7 o'clock has been hit. We haven't inversed it, so we are bullish. So I'm more bullish than bearish. I'm gonna want to look for longs. Just a matter of, can we get something clean, or are we just gonna, what's price gonna look like? If we can take out these lows, that'd be actually like really lovely. No 3 minute, nothing on the 5 minute. I don't, these highs though, it's just these highs look so clean right now. These relative equal highs right there, like that looks so clean to trade to. I would really like us to tap to this 4 hour. We're so close to it. We just don't have any inverses. There we go, boom. Let's tank down to that. I'm more than happy for that to happen. Let's open up this 3 minute maybe. Open, perfect. We now have a 3 minute, relative equal highs above. Probably now have a 5 minute. Yeah, we have an unfilled 5 minute now. I'm only open to longing right now. There's no way I'm gonna short this. Maybe shorts were the play. I might have missed something, but yeah, if we inverse this 3 minute, I'll long this. Boom. I'm gonna long. Stop loss at the low. We have this unfilled 5 as your first TP, but probably the highs here, or this would be break even point. Take it all the way up to the relative equal highs. Be in for long. And we get stopped out. Bummer. We get stopped out for it to run in our favor. No, we just got stopped out. So not a worry. All right, guys, I just wanted to throw this out there quickly because after editing and reviewing the video, I see why I got stopped out on this last trade. Just want to actually go over, this is why you backtest, because you can also learn you can also learn where your mistake was. And in the video, I literally say I want to see how this 15 respects. So I decided to long after we disrespected this 15-minute fair value gap. Like, that is not the smartest decision on my half. And what did we do? We come down, create this new 15-minute fair value gap at 7:30, tap into this new 15-minute fair value gap, and then we tank lower. That makes so much sense. Like, why would I would have wanted to see this 15 inverse before we go to the upside, but because we didn't, we kept going lower. That makes sense. So I obviously was just really stuck on the lower time frames. I didn't quite see the overall picture of what was being disrespected. I do understand that the higher time frames there were some 4 hour and 1 hour fair value gaps that we were in, but the 15 really was telling us the full story, when the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute wasn't telling us anything. So that's a big lesson I've learned just from doing this, is that, you know, make sure you're paying attention to all the time frames and don't just stick to one. Don't just be glued to one time frame. Don't be glued to one thing. Always observe and make sure that you're really seeing what the market's telling you, trying to get a really good understanding of what the market's trying to tell you. Anyways, there we go. We are not doing too bad. 4 winners, 1 loss, 4 break evens. Cannot complain with those results whatsoever. Yeah, I'm very happy with the results of my back testing so far, and really happy with the results of just the trading in general. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a back testing video every single Saturday, so stay tuned for those. I'm going to try and get more out during the week, but I'm going to be doing my regular back testing, maybe not filming it, but regular back testing throughout the week. But yeah, more videos to come, more things to come. Super excited for what's to come now. I just bought myself a fresh 10K funded, so I'm gonna have that's gonna be a high risk funded account, so I'll be passing that hopefully within the next 2 weeks to a month. And yeah, if you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys would like to see. Free Discord, link is in the description. If you guys want to check that out, go for it, and I will see you in the next one.